Things were pretty mellow in the stadium parking lot during the early morning hours following an all-night campout that included about 10,000. Quite enough to allow a few sleepyheads to catch a few extra winks in the sunshine. But as you might expect, there was activity around the portable bathrooms and at the head of the lines where the most avid fans camped out to be the first ones in. What was it like last night?
It was crazy. People all over the place. There's people drinking, partying, everything else.
Oh, it was great. Everybody had a wild time. Everybody was just partying and drinking beer, smoking pot, and just hanging out, waiting for the Stones to come on today.
It was real mellow in this line. You know, we had a good time. Everyone's sleeping out, lots of room.
By mid-morning, a party-goer or two could barely walk. Some spent a lot of money for a concert they may never see. The gates were supposed to open by 10, but when there were delays, the crowd got restless. The idea was to let them in slowly, 50 at a time, so they could be given the once-over for drugs and weapons. The gates were opened finally at 10:40, and the hoped-for trickle turned into a frenzied rush. A few managed to slip past without a search, but for the most part, it was a friendly and somewhat cooperative crowd. When it's all over, the Rolling Stones concert is expected to rank as the largest musical extravaganza the city of San Diego has ever known. The 10,000 or so who camped out here last night are expected to swell to something like 70,000 for the actual concert itself. So the Rolling Stones are going to get a royal welcome in San Diego. Ann Shaw, News 8 at the stadium.
Those who survived an afternoon of partying hardy, an hour later than advertised, finally saw the curtains part and outstrutted the court jester of rock and roll, Mick Jagger and his Rolling Stones. They opened the concert with the sexist anthem Under My Thumb. The Stones performed 22 songs. They did them all, from their latest best-selling album Tattoo You to the classics, Let's Spend the Night Together, Time's on My Side, Beast of Burden, You Can't Always Get What You Want, Honky Tonk Woman, Jumpin' Jack Flash, and Brown Sugar. Most rock and roll groups tire of playing their old material in concert, so they tend to rush through it. But the Stones played recent material as well as their classics with equal fervor. All the while, the twisting, turning, prancing, dancing 38-year-old Jagger in constant motion. On stage, he's a human gyroscope. It's a real testimonial that the Stones, who first gained popularity in 1964, can still find themselves on top of the charts 17 years later. You'll get some argument if you call the Rolling Stones the greatest rock and roll band of all times, but they are definitely the hottest band around today. And on Wednesday night at San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium, you could find almost 70,000 fans who will testify to that fact. For News 8, I'm Larry Himmel at San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium.